Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Nifty Bank Nifty live analysis. Now, as we can see over here, that after opening gap down, there was a green box, plus it started moving higher, specifically Nifty, and there was green dot as well, which basically tells you, okay, fine. The option data is also kind of pushing for the bullishness on the upside. Now, one thing which is very important over here, the price went up, kind of made the high, came back down. Again, the price went up, kind of made the high and came back down. Can it go and make another high over here or not? Or secondly, if it goes up, can it just make a high and come back down? So what I see over here is chances of making new high is difficult, and somewhere around this zone where I feel yesterday where the buying basically happened over here, this would become a very strong selling area. So this would basically be a good selling area where you can start looking for the reversal structure at the top. Okay, so this is where even if the price comes back in this zone, okay, trying to make the new high near to this zone, trying to push on the higher side, and sharply it will come back down. So start looking for sell in Nifty reversal from the top. Obviously this big move has happened because of Reliance, so if the price goes back up and then kind of rejects, then I would like to go for the sell trade on Nifty. ओके सो निफ्टी को आप सेलिंग ट्रेड देख सकते हो अगर वो 15,850 के जोन में चला जाता है या स्पेसिफिकली नया हाई बनाने की कोशिश करता है और फेल हो जाता है, तो यहाँ पे बेस बना के अगर वो नया हाई बनाता है और अगर फेल हो जाता है तो शार्प सेलिंग आ सकती है. सो 15,850 का जोन है जो आपको फोकस करना चाहिए फॉर सेलिंग फॉर्मेट. नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू सी ऑन स्मॉलर टाइम फ्रेम where we are very clear that yes, the pressure is there for the up move, where we can clearly understand after the first round of up move over here came back down, tried to move back again sideways, again over here came back down. So here we can see the strong buyers trying to push the price on the higher side. So one thing is clear that there is a strong support at the lower end right over here, 15,750. There is a strong support zone which is also present over here, and obviously this is also a strong support, daily support zone is there at 780, but somewhere we can see the sharp pullback took place from the up move which came. Now this is where it can become like question mark and the drop can come once it breaches this zone. But ideally, as I suggested, it can go back up trying to make a new high, and then sharp selling can come pushing it on the downside because yesterday buyers will become sellers. So I don't see sharp up move to sustain on the upside, and that is why we are trying to look for, if it goes up, forms an M, then also you can look for reversal on the downside. So this area we are trying to focus on the sell side for Nifty. So Nifty में हम एक reversal structure पे focus करेंगे selling के लिए, and that will be very important. कल भी हमने वही कहा था कि हमें सेलिंग के लिए नया हाई बनाएगा और वहां से सेलिंग के लिए फोकस करना है, तो वहां से काफी अच्छा फॉल आया था जो हमारे रिस्क रिवॉर्ड के हिसाब से फैंटास्टिक था. और लोअर एंड पे ऑब्वियसली आई हैव सेड दैट कि यहाँ पे सपोर्ट जोन भी थे, तो यहाँ पे आप अपने प्रॉफिट्स बुक कर सकते थे. ऑब्वियसली उसके बाद वो वापस बाइंग उसकी काफी अच्छी थी, बट मोर और लेस ये जो फॉर्मेट बना था नया हाई बनाने का और यहाँ पे yesterday क्लोज की सेलिंग प्रेशर वाज देयर, same thing we are kind of seeing can happen over here again, because yesterday's buyers, they will become sellers. Plus we can clearly see one pushback which took place. Again he's trying to go up, he can give a breakout over here unless it kind of goes up, kind of sustain, goes up, kind of sustain, then it can give a breakout. But somewhere or the other, if it fails, I am very much clear to take the sell trade on the downside. So my agenda is not to go for breakout trade, but to look for reversal or sell because it has already moved up too much. So that's the idea which I would be waiting out for. Fine. So let us try to bring in the OI data, and through the OI data, we can have more clarity of how things are moving. You can see right in the morning, there was dynamic dotted lines which came through, which basically showed strong bullishness over here. So let's bring the dynamic OI tool. Now we can see that 15,700 is a huge OI potential. Okay, so this is somewhere around more than 1,25,000 contracts which are there on 15,700, which is having a good support zone, which is there, and 15,800 is also a good support zone. So one thing is clear through the OI data. Now we have got the input that yes, a strong up move can come through for the breakout, because unless 15,800 is not taken out, there is no downside. So डायनेमिक ओआई ने ये बता दिया कि 15,800 और 15,700, 700 तो बहुत नीचे है, बट 15,700 800 में बहुत ही बड़ा ओआई पिकअप आया है लास्ट 2 घंटे में, और उसी वजह से ये स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट जोन बन जाएगा 15,800। तो इसका मतलब क्लियर है कि अगर प्राइस 15,800 के ऊपर टिकता है तो आपको एक और ब्रेकआउट ट्रेड मिल सकता है। तो वो आपको अगर लेना है तो वो ले सकते हो, बट अगर सेल लेना है तो 15,800 के अगर नीचे रहता है तो ही हम सेलिंग ट्रेड पे फोकस करेंगे। So if I want to focus on sell trade, it has to sustain below 15,800 for sell side. That would be the clear idea for today for reversal through the OI data. Now we are very clear 15,800, it has to sustain below this to go for the sell trade. Now let's try to see the Bank Nifty. And in the case of Bank Nifty, we are very clear sharp downside move, price to come back up, again downside move, price to come back up, kind of makes a new high and then fails. But even after that fail, he's trying to come back up over here. So we can see that at every point in time at the lower levels, the Bank Nifty has got support. And if I see the prior data, there is only resistance in the higher zone, which is somewhere over here. So there is good upside move possibility in Bank Nifty. If you actually see, the resistance zone is quite far. Okay, and there is a good upside potential in Bank Nifty, which we can see over here. Strong up move, price came back down, again trying to go on the upside, and strong support base has been built here and there at every point in instance. Now, unless it does not sustain above this, there is no upside. Let us try to bring in the dynamic data to understand, is there any important zone which we need to watch out for if I want to catch the breakout trade. But if it fails on the downside, we can see that buyer who is trying to push up, if it goes down, then sharp downside can also come through. तो बैंक निफ्टी ने एक अच्छा बेस बना लिया है, और अच्छा बेस के साथ हमें अब ये देखना है कि बैंक निफ्टी एक अच्छा ब्रेकआउट दे सकता है कि नहीं, क्योंकि ब्रेकआउट के लिए इसका काफी ऊपर वाला जोन फ्री है। अगर वो ब्रेकआउट नहीं देता है तो ये ग्रीन लाइन के नीचे ट्रेंड लाइन ब्रेक करता है तो एक अच्छा डाउनसाइड भी आ सकता है। सो करंटली बैंक निफ्टी इज समवेयर अराउंड 33,300 area. Now let's try to see the dynamic OI of 33,300. We can see huge OI is there at 33,300, and even huge OI is there at 33,200. So 33,200, 300 huge OI is there. If I try to see in the last 2 hours, again 33,300 is very, very critical. So according to me, I need to be very, very clear. This 33,200 area needs to be marked. Okay, so 33,200 is over here, which is basically the low or the bottom which was made by Bank Nifty in the morning. Okay, so support zone is very, very far. That is number one. Okay, unlike Bank Nifty where 15,800 is very, very critical. So if I want him to drop on the downside, we just need to wait for the trend line break to take place, and then we can take the downside trade, or basically the sell trade. This is how you can focus. Let the price go down, sustain below these green candles, break the trend line, try to retest, and then they take the sell trade for the downside move, minimum for 100, 120 points around the 33,200 zone. Now make sure that if it breaks this zone, then the fall will be brutal. Now, obviously, that will happen only if the global market turns very, very negative, which right now is kind of flattish to little negative. But if it extends the selling pressure, then this zone will also bring in another round of downfall. Okay, so that is the idea over here. The breakout seems to be present, that you can have a breakout trade in Bank Nifty, but more than the breakout, I feel that if these zones are taken out, selling pressure is very, very high, and that can push the Bank Nifty back to day low. And if the day low is taken out, please make sure that you do not miss this opportunity of a bigger fall that will come through. If you try to see in Nifty, 15,800 is clearly a bigger pointer to watch out for. If it sustains below 15,800, try to go for sell trade. So given both the structures, I would try to go for sell formats rather than going for the breakout. Specifically, Nifty has gone up too much, plus Bank Nifty from base low has also gone up a lot. So that's where I am a little bit cautious on the buy side. I'm more focused on the sell side. निफ्टी और बैंक निफ्टी में आपको सेलिंग के लिए देखना है, क्योंकि 15,800 के नीचे सस्टेन करता है तो निफ्टी आप सेल के लिए देख सकते हो. बैंक निफ्टी अगर आपको सस्टेन करना है तो ट्रेंड लाइन के नीचे सस्टेन अगर हो जाता है तो 33,200 आराम से पहुंच सकता है. बट अगर 33,200 आज का लो तोड़ दिया और ग्लोबल मार्केट अगर नेगेटिव है तो आपको एक बड़ा फॉल 33,200 से स्ट्रेट 33,000 आ सकता है. तो वो अपॉर्चुनिटी हमें मिस नहीं करनी है. फाइन, सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. मेक श्योर दैट यू लाइक and subscribe to our market commentary to get daily notification. Thank you very much, and we connect tomorrow for Hero Zero expiry.